The map is live, guys, so let's jump right into it. Yonsu, map number 1, and starting to the top right, we have San, after his 3-0 victory over Stardust, taking here lead in the Protoss versus Protoss. Starting to the top right in red, and his opponent to the bottom left, cross position, of course, on the 2-player map. We have for Mouse Sports, Dia. It looked like he would go out with an 0-3 of the tournament in the semifinals. Came back with a vengeance, won 3 in a row, and is now trying to carry this momentum over in the finals, where he's playing a Protoss versus Protoss against San.
All right, we've seen a number of 10 gateways being thrown down here in the PvPs that we've seen today, but so far none of them are doing it. Yonsu, no one is electing to cannon rush already. Too much respect for each other. Surely they think the opponent must have figured out how to stop a cannon rush already, even though I still see it work sporadically between some top-level Protoss players. It's
always fun if you actually see them just switching bases. Suddenly you have the entire main base at the natural and vice versa.
The others at the 3rd, and then I expand to your 4th.
It's so just really enjoyable to just cast it. As a player, it must be super, super annoying, but just from an observer's perspective, it's so entertaining to see that when you have these trades. I had something like this recently in a Terran versus Zerg as well, where the Zerg player was just executing a Nidus network, and it was just went back and forth, and suddenly the Zerg player contained on one base, but forcing the Terran player to move towards the natural. And it's always so fun when you see that. It's just very out of the ordinary, and it's just very refreshing. Well, for now we have both of them just starting things off with the normal gateway. Scouting is going on here for San, trying to find out if maybe in his main base there's even a proxy, so playing it super safe against his opponent. And, well, this handsome fella here already lagged in one of the earlier matches, so I think we should probably give him a pass on the next game there. At least this is... Actually, this is all of them. That's a little bit of a theme that we have there. And once again, the drop. That did happen in the last Protoss versus Protoss as well, if I'm correct.
Yeah. I have No, okay, never mind. No, I just learned that whenever you have to think about a joke for 10 seconds and you're going to tell it, it's going to suck. So I'm going to save it for once. It's a new experience in my life, but I think it'll be for the best.
Saving jokes is a new experience?
No, not telling the bad ones. All right, San is making a Zealot, and Deer is deciding to skip it. For the rest, no big differences. They've both got one gateway doing similar gas minings, and the Zealot got cancelled as well for San, who goes straight away for a Twilight Council at that pylon that was all the way on the edge of his base. Now, Deer is choosing to scout with the probe. Will he see it?
Yeah, well, he should. He's already moving in right now, and if he just goes a bit to the bottom, he's going to spot that for sure. I think he missed it. He just missed it.
He missed it.
Wow, and that is horrible for him. No idea what's going on at all. And with the scouting pattern that he chose, he thinks, all right, everything is just normal. He goes actually in a Twilight Council on his own, a little bit delayed back at home if you compare it to the timing that we see here for San. But it's going to be Twilight Council versus Twilight Council. I'm a fan already. No, no lasers this time.
Maybe it's... Wait, is San making it?
Dark Shrine.
Oh, right, of course, it's already finished. That's why, sorry. Yeah, Dark Shrine. So what's a little strange is that Deer came in there and saw only one finished pylon, and he saw one building. Wouldn't he be suspicious that he's getting proxy oracled? I guess he wasn't, but then he didn't actually go to look for the last pylon, and it's a bit of a problem for him.
Well, he actually looked. He has one sentry that was really active on the map and trying to scout to the right side, as you can see here at the bottom.
Yeah.
So he really searched for some kind of proxy play and realized that there's nothing, at least not in the close vicinity. So I feel he's still guessing. He's still like, there has to be something, but I don't know what.
So now he's going for 3 gate blink. And this Dark Shrine is one of the fastest Dark Shrines, because he made that Twilight Council before starting anything else, any other units. The Dark Shrine is 75% done, and we don't have a robo started yet.
Exactly. There's no robo, there's no starter yet, there is no detection, there is nothing that he can use to really reveal the DTs. If he had a couple of sentries on the high ground, he might just be able to put a force field on the ramp, but so far he has only one. And if he doesn't pay super close attention to that ramp and sees the DT moving in, then he will never be able to force field it out, and then he's going to suffer so many losses. He's now getting the robo on his own, but still, the timing.
He just used his sentry for hallucination scout. Dark Shrine is finished, first DT is coming in, but it's a little bit far. It's very far.
That's actually very far behind.
Critical time there. That's going to cost him half a minute.
I really thought that he has another pylon there, but apparently I was mistaken. It was only the probe that was on the minimap, and of course with that time advantage that we have now, Dia is able to finish his own robotics, and that will give him the view that he needs. But we have the expansion already coming in for San.
So this DT will have about 20 seconds of fun.
He actually saw it. Yeah. He saw it in the center. He was like, I need a few more energy points before I can use that.
There we go. This nice block there with the Zealot. Rather lose one Zealot. Oh, oh my God.
Oh, that's the money force field right there. That DT is looking super silly right now. And here comes the Observer. Bye-bye, Dark Templar. Very well played by Dia.
I've never seen anything like that.
That was pretty cool. That was really, really cool. Job well done by the Protoss player for Team Sports.
One Zealot for one DT. I'll take that trade.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for San, we have now still a faster expansion. Keep that in mind. He already has his own Nexus at the low ground completed, whereas we just now see the Nexus for Dia. And the question, of course, being, can that Blink upgrade that he has give him the edge? Because San is about to complete his own Blink upgrade. And the Stalker numbers are actually in San's favor. So it looks very unlikely that Dia can do crucial damage here.
Yeah, more than that, he's also getting Blink of his own. A very greedy build where he goes for DT and Blink. He does have the Robo, but he didn't use it because he saw he didn't need to. So he can match the Blink for Deer, and Deer can't do anything aggressively here. So he's just going to have to accept that his own Nexus is slower than that of Sans, and that he'll just have to play with a small probe deficit. Even though the DT didn't do any damage, San had a very quick expansion.
Both of them just blinking forward here, trying to chase down a couple of Stalkers. Dia, of course, trying to save them. We have, in terms of Stalker numbers, 5 against 11, and there's Dia's supply block that San takes down one of the pylons. And Dia finds himself in a bit of a predicament here. He has a later expansion against his opponent. He has that Immortal already. That definitely is a plus for him. There's also the Photon Overcharge immediately being used. And San is still trying to do damage, blinking away with individual Stalkers and realizing that he has to hightail it out of there.
And one Stalker goes down for Deer, second one goes down. San loses his first one. A nice play by San, but Deer defends with the Photon Overcharge. He's got that Immortal as well.
Yeah, the tech is a bit better for Deer here, at least the tech units that he has on the map, but San has a lot of Blink Stalkers that he really wants to use here.
I think Deer has to be careful. He's got a very small army. He can't afford to be that far out of his base. If he loses his Mothership Core, he will lose the chance to do a second Photon Overcharge, and then it's just going to be a pure army versus army battle.
And here we go, he snipes the Immortal. Really good time warp here, slowing the units down and seeing an opportunity. He blinks forward, snipes one of the Immortals, the other one pulls an MJ and tries to dance in position, not really doing a whole lot, not getting into shot range for a few seconds there. Now the Mothership Core is gone, another Immortal sniped, and San still has 10 Stalkers against 3.
Yeah, the Photon Overcharge is active here, but after he cleans up these Stalkers, or makes them go away, there's really no reason for him to stick around here. He could go up into the main base.
He's just going to take down the Nexus Elite. At least looks like it kills another Stalker. Once more, the Immortal here is exposed. San is still looking at 9 Stalkers against 3. The Immortal already gone, and it looks like Dia won't stand a chance here in game number 1. The Photon Overcharge still going strong, though, and saving that expansion for now. Maybe, as you already said, San should have gone into the main base there and not tried to linger around too long at this expansion.
Yeah, I mean, you call out the numbers, 10 versus 3 Stalkers. He could have just gone up into the main and there would be nothing that Deer could do. But having said that, he's still ending with a very satisfactory conclusion to this whole battle.
Killing that Nexus is a massive blow to Dia's base right now, to Dia's economy in general. And it just doesn't look like the Mousesports play is able to recover from this. There are way too many Stalkers now for San. 12 to 8, and of course the 2-base economy behind all of this. It looks really good for San here, taking that early lead in the best-of-7 series here at the finals at the ASUS ROG. Nice blink micro by Dia, but it's just in vain since it's a numbers game, and with the economy that we see here for San, he cannot lose this game.